It's being considered for dispensaries and for cultivation of medical marijuana. If it goes through, it'll be a boom to Stockton's economy. It will cause tens of millions of dollars, maybe even more money to go into Stockton. But this is all in its infancy, Paul, because it is still illegal, marijuana. Regardless of any propositions or any state law, the federal law bans marijuana. It classifies it as an illegal narcotic. They're just choosing to look the other way.
Right.
But here's my concern. And my concern is that if this goes through and Stockton starts to cultivate, starts to sell, and starts to have dispensaries, and starts to make a tremendous amount of money, and just hypothetically, we have a presidential administration that is not the Democrats, that is a little bit tougher on the war on, quote, drugs, and shuts it down, and people can get prosecuted, criminally prosecuted for this. So I think that there's such a disconnect between the federal and the state that at some point the Supreme Court, because they are the arbitrator, the ultimate decider of law, needs to step in and decide whether medical marijuana is legal and whether the federal government is precluded from prosecuting. That has all kinds of constitutional implications because of separation of powers, Article 1, Article 3 powers. But at some point, they're running illegal businesses. They can't get bank accounts. They have to operate in cash. So you have drugs and cash as a business. Guess what usually happens from that?
Well, and Stockton could use the cash flow, but they don't need any increased temptation for crime. Have we ever touched on just the legality of a federal government tasked to enforce the law, just selectively looking the other way on some stuff?
Well, that's what's happening right now. And that's exactly what's happening right now all over in many different states is the federal government is choosing not to prosecute, or as you said, just look the other way. But when you have an administration that could change, and it's going to change, whether it's going to be the Democratic or Republican, the law is going to change, and their feeling about how they go about prosecution is going to change also. So I'm not saying Stockton start raising llamas for additional income, but before they start cashing the weed money, I probably, if I was their city council, would wait a few minutes.
We said we'd talk about the Panama Papers. Now let's do touch